prostitution problem. Parents are concerned there are prostitutes working near their children's school in Long Beach. How police are responding. Plus, love and libations. Why you may want to regularly share a drink with your significant other. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, thousands of new lights are brightening up downtown LA. The new lights are hanging in trees and across streets in the neighborhood of South Park near LA Live. The lights are illuminating 15 blocks on 11th Hill and Pico. The South Park Business Improvement District put them up. They're hoping to attract more people to this area of downtown LA.
They don't often come into the neighborhood that LA Live is a part of. And these lights are intended to create a pathway into the neighborhood from LA Live.
It does feel a lot warmer.
People we spoke with said the lights have improved the neighborhood ambiance. The Business Improvement District is hoping they create a signature feel that translates to people spending more time and money in South Park. All right, who's ready for some warmer temperatures? I'll put two hands up. Meteorologist Stephanie Olmo is here to let us know how long the warming trend will last.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday as we continue here, as we check out the long-range futurecast and what's in store as we continue throughout the rest of this week. Well, we have an area of low pressure that's sitting nearby. The good thing about it, there's not a whole lot of moisture with it, so we're remaining nice and dry, pretty much sunny. We had a few passing clouds over the weekend, but that really is about it. That area of low pressure continues to slide its way further to the east, giving way to a high-pressure system that's working its way toward our direction. Exactly what we want, right? As we head into the next couple of days, we'll be enjoying plenty of sunshine around the area and warmer temperatures. And of course, you definitely want to enjoy the next several days with this ridge of high pressure nearby, because some changes on the way as we head into later on in the week. I'm talking about as we head into the weekend, we have an area of low pressure that's going to drop. This is going to potentially bring us some showers as we head into the first part of the weekend. With that high pressure system in place, however, it's really going to warm us up, especially here across the area. Santa Clarita, for example, temperatures warming up to 85 by Wednesday. Back to you.
A Northridge man has been arrested in connection with an arson fire at Senator Bernie Sanders' Vermont office. The Department of Justice says security cameras caught the man, identified as Shant Sagamonian, spraying the front door of Sanders' office with a liquid, then lighting it on fire Friday. No one was hurt, and firefighters quickly put the flames out. Sagamonian was arrested. He faces 5 to 20 years in prison if convicted. Santa Monica police are investigating what they're calling anti-Semitic graffiti. Police say someone tagged walls, sidewalks, and light fixtures. Some of the drawings causing concern resemble swastikas. We caught up with one family who noticed the tagging and decided to take matters into their own hands.
And we were just so upset, and there were so many of them. And then today when they were still there, she was playing with some chalk outside, and I was like, let's just go and cover over them with some chalk flowers and hearts and butterflies and messages of love, because love lives here too. Hats.
Police say the graffiti will be removed by the city's graffiti removal team. President Biden is unveiling a new plan to forgive some student loans. The White House says the aid package could cancel student debt for more than 30 million Americans. The president promised student debt relief during his 2020 campaign, but the Supreme Court blocked a more ambitious proposal last year. For many students, it's back to school after spring break, but parents at one Long Beach elementary school are concerned about what they believe is prostitution happening near campus. NBC4's Macalo Medina explains.
It really does affect my little brother.
Evan Quintero is worried about what his little brother sees when he leaves Stark King Elementary every afternoon. Scantily clad women walking up and down the street across from campus.
Honestly, on the way here, I saw like 4. It's just a little too much.
A las 6 de la mañana, a las 7 ya están aquí.
Magdalena Estrada worries about her grandkids and other kids who walk to the elementary school every morning, since she believes the women are sex workers wearing almost nothing at 6 and 7 a.m.
Prácticamente nada. Voltean, no tienen ropa interior.
Dolores Jimenez has seen these mostly women scantily clad parading down Long Beach Boulevard almost every morning.
En las mañanas, pues hay 3, 4 y más acá hay otras 2.
Janet Rodriguez says she's seen 3 or 4 in the morning near the school and 2 others up the block.
Lo que pasa.
She says most were walking up and down Long Beach Boulevard in the Compton area until some sort of recent crackdown. Now they've moved south into actual Long Beach. Long Beach police met with neighbors, saying our North Division commander hosted a community meeting in the Star King neighborhood to better connect with our residents and address these concerns. We will continue to enforce laws and regulations in accordance with state and local laws.
Hablamos con la policía, pero dice que no pueden hacer nada.
Yene says she talked with police on patrol and said nothing can be done until they actually witness solicitation. We've also reached out to Long Beach Unified, who say they hadn't been made aware of any specific issues related to this matter, but says the LBUSD school safety conducts safe passage patrols at every campus. Parents hope more will be done to move this activity off the streets, or at least away from the school.
La retiraran de aquí.
In Long Beach, I'm Mikhail Medina, NBC4 News.
There's some hope that the 99-cents only stores won't be gone for long. The former president of Big Lots is reportedly putting together a group of investors to save the bargain stores in Southern California. He told LA Magazine that if everything works out, the stores would close for about 3 months and then they'd reopen them. Many 99-cents only customers were shocked when they heard the news last week that all the stores were closing. The company blamed a number of issues, including inflation. Liquidation sales are already underway. A man from Spain is on a mission to help raise money and awareness for ALS, and it's all starting in Santa Monica. Meet Jamie Lafita. He's starting a 9-day, 400-mile cycling journey across Death Valley. He suffers from ALS, and his family tells us the reason they chose to ride across Death Valley is because of the Death Valley term used in medical research of ALS.
It has to be known that anyone who is diagnosed with ALS, they are immediately in a valley of death because there's no cure, no treatment, no support, basically, and the ultimate destination is death.
Jamie will be the co-pilot on a special tandem bike fully adapted for his ride, and we will be cheering him on. $4 million worth of safety improvements are coming to Griffith Park, and over the weekend, thousands of people gathered there to celebrate the coming upgrades. The Finish the Ride event took place Sunday with hundreds of cyclists to raise awareness about street safety. This comes one day after the Finish the Run event. The 11th annual weekend event was hosted by nonprofit organization Streets Are For Everyone. We spoke to the founder who lost his leg in a hit and run in Griffith Park more than a decade ago.
Includes things like revamping Crystal Springs Drive, making it safer for pedestrians and cyclists, adding more bike lanes, safer bike lanes, a pedestrian path, adding speed humps so that drivers can't do 80 miles per hour through the park.
No word yet on exactly when these improvement projects will begin. People living on the East Coast may make fun of us here in Southern California when we talk about weather, but after this week, they won't be making fun of us about earthquakes. A TikToker in New York City posted this apology after the 4.8 quake hit there on Friday.
I would like to extend an apology to California. As a New York City resident, we just had our first earthquake that was pretty intense. Never in my life have I felt an earthquake, born and raised in the city. I apologize, California. I was terrified. One candlestick fell over and I was ready to hop off of Earth. So I want to extend my sincerest apologies. I will never make fun of y'all again.
Now you know how it feels, right? Apology accepted. There is no hold 'em because Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is the #1 album right now on the Billboard 200. It's the biggest debut for an album this year so far. It also marks the first time a black woman has ever debuted at #1 on the top country albums chart. This is her 8th #1 album on the Billboard 200, so congratulations, Beyonce. Spotify is launching personalized AI playlists. Users can build them with written prompts. After a playlist is generated, you can actually then use AI to edit and refine the results using commands like less upbeat or more pop. You can also swipe left on any song to remove it from the playlist. If you can't think of anything, Spotify is also offering suggestions to help you get started. The feature will initially be available to people in the UK and Australia, but it will expand to other countries in the future. Couples who drink together tend to live longer and have better marriages. That's according to a study out of the University of Michigan. Scientists examined data on more than 4,500 couples and interviewed them every 2 years over the span of 2 decades. Researchers came up with a theory called the drinking partnership, where couples who have similar patterns of alcohol use tend to have better marriages. Well, a man from the UK ran the entire length of Africa. Dozens of supporters came out to support 27-year-old Russ Cook on the last leg of his run. He ran more than 16,000 kilometers. That's almost 10,000 miles across 16 countries in 352 days. During his journey, the endurance athlete crossed jungle and desert, swerved conflict zones, and was delayed by theft, injury, and even visa problems. Well, Cook set off on April 22nd of 2023 from South Africa, the continent's southernmost point. His run raised more than $870,000 for 2 charities, Sandblast and the running charity. I mean, wow! Congratulations and way to go. That's amazing, and all for a good cause. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.